Hey guys, welcome back to Juice on the Rocks, presented to you by the Lioness Den TV with your host, me, Aunt Juice. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Thank you for any engagement and love that you have shown my content. If you don't mind, if you would please hit the like, share, and subscribe button to let me know that you are enjoying my content. That would be gratefully appreciated. Now, without further ado, let's get to the business. Thank you guys. Okay, guys. So in this video, I just wanted to kind of go over the investigation where they were talking about the different things that they found in Jarvis's phone, um, specifically pertaining to the abortion that he was looking up and the different methods. One of those methods was the antifreeze, and if you watched my other videos, I located a empty container, or what appeared to be an old empty container of antifreeze that was located right at the entranceway of one of the search areas that the police department, the homicide unit, the FBI, and all of these different organizations claimed that they had, searched. Albeit the photo was from June of 2024, the department said that they had searched this area 7 or 8 times. Please watch the clips and listen carefully as to what they say, because I don't believe them. I don't believe that they searched for this girl, and I don't believe they did it thoroughly. Please watch.
We had obtained the text now, which was turned over to us from DPS, which was the initial, I believe it was like maybe 1 week's worth of text now. So like the very end of December into the 1st of January. So during that interview was when it was asked by Detective Mays and Detective Johnson regarding the text message about meeting to be picked up.
Okay. Now, if you know, can you estimate about how many search warrants did you execute?
Probably over 20. Throughout the entire, it had to be over 20.
And what kind of searches were done in this case in general?
So we searched as far as like land searches.
All kinds.
All kinds. Well, we searched Ypsilanti as we did our workup, and we're looking at different locations that Mr. Butts had been to. We identified an area out in Clinton Township that he had gone out to back and forth before. And that was an area that Shannon Harris, his child's mother, had lived at. So this was kind of like a route out there, and there was like a big retention pond out there. So that was another place that we had dive teams come out. We had the helicopter, the cadaver dogs, and we searched out in Clinton Township. As we start breaking down the phone mapping a little bit more on Mr. Butt's phone, it kind of led us to 7 Mile and Berg.
And what's out in 7 Mile and Berg?
So 7 Mile and Berg, there is a vacant parking lot on the southwest corner. It used to be a golf course. So the entire south side of 7 Mile from Berg and then heading back east used to be a golf course, which is now shut down. And then on the other side of Berg, there's a parking lot where it has like a vacant building, which used to be the clubhouse for the golf club. And then right behind that parking lot is the Rouge River.
And when's the first time that you get out to 7 Mile and Berg?
We went out once. It was probably maybe a couple weeks later that we went out there. We went out there once, and I remember it had snowed. So when we went out there, it wasn't as easy to search. We're kind of looking if somebody was just placed out there or if something was easily identifiable. But because of the snow, we knew that we were going to have to come back again once that melted because it'd be easier to see underneath.
Okay. And so do you go out there again?
Yeah, we've been out there multiple times. I've probably been out there 7, 8 times, all with various dive teams. We searched the complete river from 8 Mile all the way down past 96 on foot with cadaver dogs in boats in the water. There's several log jams. We had state police actually had their helicopter fly the entire route so we could GPS all the log jams. We had to coordinate with specialized teams to come in to help cut these log jams apart, which go throughout the river. And then throughout the season, obviously we had some rain, so the water goes up and down, which now brings the debris onto the land. So you have to actually search the land a couple hundred feet. And some places that the water has pulled debris. We searched the homes, as I said. Searched the vehicles.
So, when you're out there at 7 Mile and Berg, do you have an idea of what you're looking for?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the idea of what you're looking for?
So initially when we were out there, again, we had the clothing description. We had the picture of her that she had sent that night or that day that she went missing on the night. So we were looking for the black hoodie. We were looking for, again, initially we were told blue and white gym shoes.
Now, is there a time where that changes?
Yes.
Okay. And what is it that makes that change?
So as we go out to areas and search, when we leave, a lot of times large community groups may go out there, right? And they saw that we were at 7 Berg, and I know people come out there to help. There was a group that had been out there and they were recording, and they saw a pair of Nike shoes, which were the red and black. We were alerted of those on our initial search. It's documented in our river search report. But because we weren't focused on the red and black, and we were looking for blue and white Nike shoes, we left them there, but we did GPS the coordinates.
Stop you there. That would have been Border Patrol Agent Wyatt Barnes.
Yes.
Okay, you heard his testimony.
Yes.
All right. So continue.
Yeah. So on our initial search, we knew they were out there. The pink hoodie was identified, but we didn't collect them because, again, we didn't have anything about a pink hoodie or a pink onesie. And the shoes weren't matching. And there's a lot of clothing out there. There's a lot of shoes out there. There's people's clothes. There's all type of debris. So I can't collect every single piece of clothing and article that we find. Later, I get the information that as the search team was out there, they had called 911 because they saw these shoes. And they posted a picture of these shoes somewhere or sent it to Naziah's brother. Naziah's brother then reached out to me, and he sent me a picture of Naziah wearing the black and white Nike shoes. Once I saw she had the exact same shoes on that are depicted, that were described out there, I knew immediately where to go. I gathered a couple members of my team, and we immediately went back out to where the shoes were GPS located and recovered the shoes. As we were there, that's when we found the black hoodie. And then the pink jumpsuit that had been laid out by Agent Wyatt.
Okay. Now, as it relates to those red and black Nike shoes, you had a photo that they were associated with Naziah in some way. Did you ever end up asking Annette to see if those shoes were still in Naziah's possessions?
Yes.
Okay. And did you ever end up recovering those pairs from Annette?
No.
So, after you recover the pink jumpsuit, the black hoodie, the shoes, what do you do with them?
Those are all, the evidence techs collect them. They're placed on evidence. Those items were wet, so I had to wait, obviously, for them to dry. Once they're ready to be processed and they're finished drying, then I create a lab report. And items are selected and turned over to the state police lab for processing to look for any type of DNA evidence.
Okay, so once those are placed on evidence by the lab tech, you're the one who then submits them to Michigan State Police?
Yes.
Okay.
There may be some of the lab reports where I had gathered the evidence and one of my partners had gone down and physically took the items to the lab, which is all in the same building.
Okay. Now,
hope the police see this shit. Or maybe I can forward it to them. I might do that. Yeah, I might do that. All these little messages. Maybe we'll put all these in a good old email and just transfer them on over to Detroit Police Department. So maybe they can see just how much you're really caring about and are looking for your niece, who you say you don't give a fuck about. Which further lets me know that you know a little bit more than you're saying. And two, I feel like you might have had something to do with her disappearance out of anger that she got pregnant by the nigga that you are still out here putting money on his fucking books. Knowing that he was sleeping with your niece, knowing that he possibly and allegedly unalived your niece, because that's what he's being charged for. It was premeditated because it said that he went to the store to get antifreeze to make her drink it in order to get rid of said baby. She asked for a plan B. The nigga went and got some antifreeze, some red antifreeze, to get rid of a baby.
On December 11th at 11:43 p.m. UTC, so minus 5 hours, specifically is searched is, can I drink red antifreeze? Again, that same item is searched again right after the same time, 11:43 on December 11th, 2023.
Y'all, so y'all seen the clips and y'all have pretty much heard her testimony as to what they searched, what they were looking for, and all of that. I don't believe personally that they searched as well and thorough as they're trying to let on. Even Roxy herself said, and I know that we have our opinions about Roxy, but even Roxy said that when she called them to come get clothes that they had supposedly found, they didn't come. They waited 3 hours for them to come. They never came, this, that, and the third. So all of that to say that I don't think that these people searched as well as they're saying that they did, because if I was able to pick up on something like that container of antifreeze just being left at an area that they searched in, that coincidentally he happened to be looking up a method to use in order to allegedly abort him and Nazia's baby. I beg to differ that they searched for this girl. I beg to differ. I'm just gonna say it. I don't know what is going on in Detroit, but something is not right. It don't sit right with me. And I want this baby to get justice so bad, because everything is just gone horrifically wrong with this case. And I'm not finna let these people play in my face. None of them. Nobody in this daggone case involved in this case is safe from judgment, because they all failed her, with the exception of, in my opinion, Kiwana and Janelle, who made the reports to CPS. CPS dropped the ball horrifically. The police department dropped the ball horrifically. Everybody dropped the ball horrifically from these packs of wolves that this girl was forced to be around. Look at that. Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Like, let's be fucking for real for a minute. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I get it that this picture was taken in June of 2024, but ma'am, you said that you and your crews and all these different organizations went and searched 7 or 8 times. How could you have? And then the aerial view of the daggone river does not look like it's been touched in ages. I combed that whole area. Granted, I'm not there in person doing it on foot, but the screenshot of the sky view don't tell no lies. It doesn't look like it's been touched in years. And I live in a wooded area, so I know what years of debris from trees, down trees and branches and leaves and all kinds of stuff looks like. I know what it looks like. You can't lie to my face. No one is safe in this case. No one gets a pass. Everyone literally failed her with the exception of the few. Justice for Naziah, bro. Like, this shit don't make no sense. And I'm calling it out. Like, seriously. Detroit, y'all got some explaining to do.